Starting out there next, Dylan Tremblay from Oxford, Mass. In the Ewing Construction, Tremblay's Auto Body, number 24. That's your starting lineup. SK Lights ready to go green.
Off before they come, Sean Houlihan puts the double green flags up in the air in our first feature event of the evening. The SK Lights roll down into turn number 1. As Schultz on the bottom groove has the early edge coming off of turn number 2, but the outside lane leads the charge down the back straightaway. Fuller and Goff, Pete, wasting no time here, started back in the 4th position, and it's challenging and taking the lead here on lap number 1.
Yeah, he drove right up to the front and pulled right up in front of Meg Fuller to make a statement and take the lead. Meg Fuller now has to contend with Nick Hovey. Hovey on the move in the number 16 as they race down the backstretch.
Down at the 3 and 4 they go. Goff by 2 car lengths over Fuller right now at the top of the pack as they come off of turn number 4. Side by side was the battle for 3rd. Nick Hovey making quick work here of the SK Light field. Has come from 6th up to 3rd, and he's already challenging the back bumper of Meg Fuller for the number 2 spot.
Yeah, Meg Fuller's got a mirror full of Nick Hovey. Hovey right there, and starting to close in is Schultz. Schultz in the number 12, Rob Schultz from Ocean, New Jersey, trying to get up into that battle as well. And here's a move down on the inside. That's the 15 of O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan strong in the qualifying heat earlier tonight. He's also trying to get up into the battle as he rounds out the top 5.
Oh, trouble deep in the pack. Schultz got kicked up the racetrack in a battle with O'Sullivan. Excuse me, did a nice job making the save. They are able to continue on as they battle just at the bottom of the top 5. Up front, a very comfortable advantage for that number 07, the Stafford Springs, Connecticut driver in the A Fire Protection Plus machine. Austin Goff leads him across at lap number 5. We're a quarter of the way through. Battle is for 2nd. Hovey all over the back bumper of Meg Fuller trying to make something happen there as they roll off a 2.
Down the backstretch, that battle continues. Hovey right there waiting for the right moment to make a move. Is it this time? Dives down deep into turn 3. Megan Fuller holds her line and is able to beat him off of turn 4 and hold on to 2nd.
Down through 1 and 2 they go. Fuller putting up a nice fight there in that battle as they come off of turn number 2. Hovey is able to close in. Not quite able to make the run right now. Now he tries the bottom of 3 and 4. I guess I'm wrong in that. Takes over the 2nd spot. No, Fuller dives back to the outside, side by side. Great battle, Pete, here for the number 2 spot, but they're just watching Austin Goff drive further and further away out front while they continue this fight.
Yeah, Meg Fuller doing a great job up on the outside, but this time Nick Hovey gets the bite and is able to cleanly make the pass out of turn 2 and goes to 2nd in the number 16. Meg Fuller settles back to 3rd in the number 2, and right behind her is John O'Sullivan in that number 15. So pretty good battle there from 2nd on back. As you mentioned, Goff has kind of run away with it.
Down through 3 and 4 comes that green number 07. If you're watching on the Northeast Short Track Network, there's the gap between 1st and 2nd. It's a comfortable margin with 9 laps up on the board in a 20-lap race. It's not going to take too long for Hovey to close in if he continues at the pace he's at. That time by about a 10th and a half quicker for the top spot as they come down into turn number 3. 10 laps will be on the board this time by. 10 laps remain. We are halfway through the first feature of the night for the SK Light Modifieds.
Yeah, out in front, Austin Goff with a great run in the A-plus Fire Protection 07. Hoping that this thing goes green the rest of the way because he's got about a half a straightaway on Nick Hovey, who's all by himself in 2nd. And we're watching the battle with Meg Fuller in the number 2. John O'Sullivan right there trying to challenge. Takes a peek on the inside in the number 15.
Yeah, O'Sullivan's trying to get a run to get up there. He's going one of the quickest cars on the racetrack right now. He's charged his way up to the 4th spot. Definitely a little bit better than Fuller at this point, but large gap to Austin Goff, who's leading as they come across with 8 laps remaining that time by. Goff leading by 1.5 seconds. It was 1.7, so Hovey's closed in 2/10, but not close enough at the pace he's at right now to get in there before the end of the race. As Goff, Hovey, Fuller, O'Sullivan, and Schultz round out the top 5 with 7 laps to go. O'Sullivan's trying again to the inside of Meg Fuller.
Yeah, he's going to drive it in deep there into turn number 1. But as we saw Meg Fuller when she was racing with Nick Hovey, really holds her line and gets back in the throttle. to win that battle out of the turn. So O'Sullivan's going to have to dig a little deeper if he's going to get around her.
Down through 3 and 4 they come. One more time back across the stripe. O'Sullivan trying everything at Fuller. Not able to make it work. To this point, he's still got a few laps remaining before the checkered flag flies. Speaking of a couple laps to go, this time by, you see Sean Houlihan, the flag man, give the field 5 laps to go. O'Sullivan trying to get to the back bumper. Is able to keep with Fuller, just not able to quite figure out the way around as they come off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway one more time. Into 3 and 4. 4 to go this time by. Goff comfortable right now. Hovey's definitely closed the gap. They're quicker by a half a tenth, but not near enough to close for the lead. That battle to the finish is going to continue for third.
Yeah, as John O'Sullivan locked on the back bumper of Meg Fuller's number 2. But she is undeterred and stays right up front in front of him. And he's got to wait for that opportunity to make a dive to the bottom. As she is not rattled by O'Sullivan right there up on the back bumper. That's a great race as the laps wind down. That is the race for third.
Yeah, 2 laps to go this time by as Goff and Hovey slide across the stripe. For those watching on stream, that's on the left side of your screen. Your leader, the green and black 07. And O'Sullivan is trying everything to find his way around Fuller still. Behind them, there's a battle also going on for the 5th position. That is Caddick and Gamache going at it there. Gamache has got the spot down the back straightaway as the white flag flies this time by. Austin Goff, the Stafford, Connecticut native in the A+ fire protection machine, leads the charge off of turn number 2. Finally, O'Sullivan's got to run to the inside of Fuller. Pete, that's the battle of the finish, but it's Goff heading for the checkered.
Yeah, she's trying to hold him off as they race down into turn number 3. We'll watch Goff out of turn 4. O'Sullivan just up the racetrack a little bit, trying to take up the space. Here they come to the line. And that third place finish will go to Meg Fuller. What a run for Meg Fuller in the number 2 as she holds off John O'Sullivan in fine style. What a race.
And man, this thing was bad fast right from the start of the race. You got out front. Did you realize how far out in front you were? Because you were pretty far out front there for a while.
Not until I had to look back. I didn't think I was out that far.
Well, you were out by at least almost 2 seconds at the beginning. Close just a little bit, but you were very comfortable. I know it's going to be exciting to grab a win here at Thompson.
Yeah, it's my first win ever in the SK Light. It's about time.
I know it seems like it's been a long road. There's a great group of supporters here I'm sure you want to thank for helping you get here.
I thank my mom, my dad, my grandparents, and I'd like to thank all the rest of my sponsors. A+ Fire Protection, SK Property Maintenance, Rob's Plumbing Service, Clover Corporation, White Electric, Fine Line, Harry Carey's Barbershop, NDI Division Motorsports, Atlantic Wealth Advisors, Personal Touch Landscaping and JMLS, Blast Tech, and Mandel Motorsports.